Hello, welcome to Chess with Simon. I'm Simon. I just did a video where I promised to play really sharply in the hope of getting to an endgame. But the problem is, we didn't get to the endgame because what happened is I was lucky enough to win in the middle game, but I just won by okay, that's fine. That one's got aborted. I just won by checkmate. So, should we try again? And to play sharply, but actually, okay, come on. So I think a fianchetto here is called for. What? What is this? Okay, well, let's play it. I assume knight c3 is coming. So what does sharp look like here? Let's not be silly. Should we play the Dutch? We'll play a Dutch idea, or we'll play... Okay, we'll play a Dutch idea. We'll play f5, knight f6. We're not going to play silly things like b5. We'll play knight f6. We'll castle. Okay. Well, let's play e5 since we're allowed to. And then we're going to play, d5. I mean, I wonder if this has ever been played before in chess. I suppose what it is white's doing a double fianchetto. We castle. Okay, should we just play c5? I mean, what? I think, to be honest, c5 and knight c6, it's rude not to. I assume that white's going to play f4 at some stage. Yeah, striking out in the centre, right? Okay, so what's a really beautiful... Okay, so we're thinking endgames. So we can't really be dropping pawns. So we can't play... What's a critical line here? Knight bd7 doesn't really work because then unfortunately you're hanging the d pawn. Well, let's take it. Take it. And then it's hard to... We've got to push, really. We've got to push because otherwise our d pawn's falling. I suppose we've got to work our way up to playing f4. For instance, do I just playing g5? Let's develop and let's play g5 and f4. It's absolute madness. Okay, so defending the d4 pawn. But now, already I'm looking out, interested in playing e3. Aren't I just dropping a d pawn though? e3. Okay. What would it be like? What would happen if I played g5? Does it win anything? g5, knight h3, is it? No, it's not got many squares, has it? Okay. g5, and I suppose I play h6. And then I'll play f4. I mean, this is really asking for it in both senses, but I'm going to play h6. Then I'm going to play f4. And, okay, so this is now attacking my d pawn. What would happen now if I play f4? Just absolute mayhem, I imagine. Pawn takes, I take the knight. White takes back, I take, the knight takes. I mean, okay. Well, let's do it a different way. Let's do it this way. Let's land a knight on d3 and see what we think of that, because it's going to cause a lot of trouble, a knight on d3. Because it's hard to remove and it'll attack the bishop on b2. Oh, it could be pinned, of course. And I'm sure white will do this, because white's going to be a good player. It's going to be pinned by bishop a3, which isn't the end of the world. We'll just play a5. Oh no, it wasn't. Okay, so this, now that bishop's attacked. Now that bishop's moved. I quite like that knight there. So annoying. Okay, what about f4 now? It's a peach, isn't it? Come on. Forward, onward. So the idea is pawn takes, we take the knight on h3, bishop takes. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not sure this is right, but I'm not sure it's wrong either. And then this, do we take with a pawn or the knight? I think we'll take with a pawn. I think we like to keep that knight on the board. And we're claiming that, yeah, well, that's a good move, isn't it? Now, if the rook comes, then, yeah. If the rook goes onto the g file, then knight f2 wins. I'm sure white will see that. We're going to put our rook on the g file, and we're a bit worried about bishop e6, which then attacks it. So we might go queen e7 first to stop it. And we know we're being very aggressive here, but we're finding it funny. So what about if I push? So that's attacking my pawn. So I think this is a multi-purpose queen move, isn't it? Which is covering e6 and covering the pawn. Then maybe we'll put a rook on the e file and push. I don't know. Maybe not. Bit low on time. Okay, well that's sensible. I don't know, knight takes, he guesses, without really thinking about it. How's e3 looking as a move here? It's looking like an absolute crazy. I think e3 is quite a good move, actually. Let's play e3, because I just feel like it just feels awesome. Takes, but look, we've got a check. Hang on. Yeah, you see, this is really a good move. I could as well play rook takes next, but then we've got a check on f2. So, but here's the problem. Rook takes. Yeah, now we've got to work out if we play queen takes or rook takes. This is really important, because I suppose next the bishop's taking on. Well, I don't know. I mean, rook takes is probably a better move, isn't it? Bishop's taking on e3, pinning my queen. Oh yeah, but fine, but we've got a check on f2. And also we can take that, so we're just winning here. This is just over. Oh, yes, this is just over. Because if you take that knight back, the check on f2 is the end. I thought we were going to get to another endgame, but we're not managing the endgame bit. So the issue here is you can't take the knight back because knight f2 is a big move. Yeah, so queen. So we go knight f2, king g2. Just take the rook though, can't we? Just take the rook in the corner. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to do this. We're going to, okay, so one easy line is to check on f2. When the king moves, we just take the rook on a2. Is there anything else we can do? Check with the queen on like d5. Yeah, all right, thanks, good game. I enjoyed that. Looks like there was a blunder in there. Oh dear, no one likes a blunder. Should we go from the beginning? The opening was a little bit novel, wasn't it? I think the opening, well, I don't know, gave me the chance to build a big centre or something. Casting didn't seem bad. c5 was, I don't know, it's a choice. e4, they liked e4. The issue is we've got a big centre and white doesn't have a lot of counterplay. Oh, like g5. The computer liked g5. I assume the computer liked h6. Yeah, it's okay. Bishop e6, obviously a good move. Not so keen on that, I wouldn't think. Yeah, that knight on d3 is a monster. Absolute monster. So this was bad. g4 would have been better, would it? g4 winning a piece? Yeah. g4's winning a piece. Again, g4's a good move. King in the corner. King in the corner. Knight h5, I can see why that's a good move, just defending the pawn with a knight. Rook here, I don't know what that was doing. Computer wants f3. We played this. You got to sack the bishop, because then the knight's going, of course. Yeah, I see. But here, now black's winning this. Queen takes is slightly better than rook takes. This just doesn't work. And actually the computer wants to... Oh, I see. It wants to do knight f2 check first. It doesn't really matter though, because I'm sure this is winning. Yeah, minus 15. Thank you. That was a really good game. I enjoyed that.